Most people spend far more time chasing regret than they realize. They don't call it that. They call it reflection, self-analysis, or learning from the past. But in reality, they're replaying old moments with the same emotional charge, hoping the outcome might somehow change. Stoicism sees this clearly. Regret feels productive, but it often keeps you stuck in a loop you can't escape. Regret has a strange pull because it gives the illusion of control. If you can just understand the past well enough, maybe it won't hurt as much. Maybe you'll find closure. But the Stoics taught that the past is fixed, and no amount of mental effort can alter it. The only thing regret actually does is drain energy from the present, the only place where improvement is possible. Excellence, on the other hand, demands action now. It doesn't ask you to erase your mistakes or deny your pain. It asks you to build something so solid that the past loses its grip on you. Stoic excellence isn't perfection or external success. It's consistency of character. It's doing what needs to be done today, regardless of what yesterday looked like. When you chase regret, you stay emotionally attached to who you were. When you chase excellence, you become someone new. That transformation doesn't happen through thinking harder. It happens through disciplined action. The Stoics believed that virtue is built, not imagined. And once virtue is built, regret fades naturally, not because you forced it away, but because it no longer has relevance. This video lays out the Stoic blueprint for making that shift. How to stop feeding regret without suppressing it. How to redirect your focus from what can't be changed to what must be done. And how excellence, practiced daily, becomes the most reliable form of healing there is. If this resonates, take a moment to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to Stoic Blessing, and turn on notifications to become a Stoic soldier. Because regret keeps you tied to the past, but excellence is how you reclaim the future. Regret survives because the mind mistakes it for responsibility. You tell yourself that replaying the past means you care, that holding on to guilt keeps you honest. Stoicism dismantles this illusion quickly. Responsibility is measured by what you do next, not by how long you punish yourself for what already happened. The Stoics believed that self-flagellation is not virtue. It's avoidance disguised as accountability. When you dwell on regret, you delay action. You stay mentally busy so you don't have to confront the harder task of building discipline in the present. Regret feels heavy, but excellence feels demanding, and demand exposes where effort is still missing. There's also comfort in regret. It keeps the focus on explanation instead of execution. As long as you're analyzing the past, you don't have to test yourself in the present. Stoic philosophy cuts through this. Character is proven through action, not contemplation. Reflection has value only if it leads to change. Excellence begins the moment you stop asking, "Why did I do that?" and start asking, "What must I do now?" That shift removes the emotional charge from the past and redirects it into constructive effort. The Stoics didn't eliminate regret by ignoring mistakes. They buried it under consistent improvement. When you commit to excellence, regret loses its leverage, not because you erased the past, but because you built a future so demanding that looking backward becomes a luxury you can no longer afford. The Stoics understood that excellence is not a feeling, it's a system. Most people wait to feel ready before they act. They wait for motivation to return, for confidence to rebuild, for regret to loosen its grip. Stoicism reverses this completely. You act first. Feeling follows later, if at all. Regret keeps you passive because it convinces you that understanding is the work. Excellence demands that you accept imperfect action as the price of progress. You don't need clarity about the past to move forward. You need structure in the present, daily standards, non-negotiables, actions that happen whether you feel like them or not. This is why the Stoics placed such emphasis on routine and discipline, not because routine is exciting, but because it removes decision fatigue. When your day is governed by principles instead of mood, regret has nowhere to attach. You're too busy executing what matters to relive what doesn't. Excellence also reframes failure. A mistake is no longer a verdict on your character, it's data, information that sharpens judgment. Regret turns failure into identity. Excellence turns failure into instruction. One traps you in the past, the other trains you for the future. When you adopt this mindset, regret stops asking for attention, not because it vanished, but because it was replaced by effort, by discipline, by the quiet confidence that comes from knowing today was handled correctly, even if yesterday wasn't. Excellence also changes how you relate to time. Regret traps you in the past. Anxiety drags you into the future. Stoicism anchors you in the present, the only place where action has meaning. The Stoics taught that a man who governs the present moment governs his life, because the present is where choice lives. When you chase excellence, your days stop blurring together. Each day becomes a deliberate unit of effort. You measure progress not by how you feel, but by what you completed. Training done, work advanced, principles upheld. These small acts compound quietly, and with each one, regret loses relevance. This is why excellence feels grounding. It gives your mind a task instead of a story. Regret thrives on narrative. What if only, I should have. Excellence thrives on execution. Do this now, do it well, repeat tomorrow. One drains you, the other stabilizes you. The Stoics believed that peace is a byproduct of right action, not right thinking. You don't think your way out of regret. You act your way beyond it. Each disciplined choice pulls you further from the past and deeper into the person you are becoming. And once your identity is rooted in what you do consistently, the past no longer defines you. It becomes background noise, acknowledged, learned from, and left behind as you continue forward with intent. There's a moment, quiet but decisive, when you realize regret no longer has authority over you. Not because it disappeared, but because it stopped dictating your behavior. Stoicism teaches that emotions are not enemies, they're signals. Regret signals that a standard was violated. Excellence is how you restore that standard. Most people try to erase regret emotionally. The Stoics chose a different path. They outgrew it through action. They didn't argue with the past. They didn't negotiate with it. They built a present so structured that the past lost its power to interrupt. This is where self-respect begins to return. Not through affirmation, but through evidence. You show yourself, day after day, that you can be trusted to do what needs to be done. And trust in yourself is the antidote to regret. When you know you're handling today correctly, yesterday stops demanding attention. Excellence is honest. It doesn't promise redemption overnight. It promises progress through consistency. Some days will still carry echoes of the past, but those echoes grow quieter as your actions grow louder. The Stoics believed that a man is shaped less by what he regrets and more by what he repeatedly practices. And when your practice becomes excellence, regret has no choice but to step aside, because it has been replaced by something stronger. Chasing excellence also removes the need for forgiveness from others and from yourself. Stoicism teaches that redemption isn't granted through apology or self-punishment, but through correction. When your behavior changes consistently, the past loses its claim on you. You don't erase mistakes, you neutralize them. Regret keeps asking for emotional payment. Excellence pays in action. Each disciplined choice is a quiet rebuttal to who you were. You don't argue with your old self, you outperform him. And over time, that performance becomes your new identity. This is why Stoic excellence feels demanding but fair. It doesn't care about excuses or intentions, only execution. Did you do what you said you would do today? Did you uphold your standards when no one was watching? Those answers matter more than any memory. As excellence compounds, confidence stops being something you seek and becomes something you stand on. You're no longer trying to move on from regret. You've moved past it by building something sturdier in its place. The Stoics believed that character is destiny. When you commit to excellence, you're not running from the past. You're rendering it irrelevant, one disciplined day at a time. At this stage, excellence stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like identity. You're no longer forcing discipline, you're living it. The decisions you once had to argue yourself into now happen automatically. You wake up with direction. You move through the day with intent. Stoicism teaches that this is the moment when virtue becomes character. Regret thrives when identity is unstable. When you're unsure who you are, the past keeps trying to define you. But once your identity is anchored in consistent action, regret loses its voice. It has nothing new to say. You already corrected the course. This is where many people misunderstand Stoicism. They think it's about emotional numbness. In reality, it's about emotional order. You still remember the past, but it no longer owns you. Memory becomes instruction instead of punishment. The Stoics believed that a man should be judged by how he lives now, not by who he was before he learned better. When your present conduct is strong, your past becomes irrelevant to your self-respect. By this point, you're no longer chasing excellence to escape regret. You're chasing excellence because it's who you are. And when excellence becomes identity, regret cannot coexist with it for long. This is also where your standards begin to rise naturally. Excellence has a way of sharpening perception. You become more aware of wasted time, weak habits, and unnecessary distractions, not with frustration, but with clarity. Stoicism teaches that awareness is not judgment, it's preparation. Once you see clearly, you can no longer pretend not to. Regret narrows your focus to what went wrong. Excellence widens it to what must be done. You stop asking for permission to improve. You stop waiting for the perfect conditions. You act because action is now part of your character, not a reaction to pain. The Stoics believed that the highest form of discipline is consistency without drama. No grand gestures, no declarations, just daily execution. And that quiet consistency creates momentum that regret can't interrupt. At this point, setbacks don't send you backward. They're absorbed and adjusted for. You don't spiral, you recalibrate. That's the difference between someone chasing redemption and someone living by principle. When excellence becomes your standard, regret no longer feels like a wound. It feels like a lesson that's already been applied, and lessons that have been applied no longer need to be revisited. Eventually, you reach a point where regret feels distant, not suppressed, not denied, just irrelevant. It doesn't disappear because you defeated it emotionally. It disappears because your life has outgrown it. Stoicism teaches that growth isn't loud, it's cumulative. One disciplined day stacked on another until the past no longer fits who you are. You stop measuring yourself by old mistakes and start measuring yourself by present standards. Did you act with integrity today? Did you do the hard thing when it mattered? Did you keep your word to yourself? These questions replace the old ones. And when they do, regret has no role left to play. This is where real confidence settles in. Not the kind that needs validation, but the kind that comes from evidence. You know who you are because you've watched yourself act consistently. You don't need to rewrite the past. You've rewritten your habits. The Stoics believed that freedom is the byproduct of living in accordance with reason and virtue. When your days are aligned, your mind becomes quiet. And in that quiet, regret fades, not as an enemy defeated, but as a chapter closed. At this stage, you're no longer chasing excellence to fix anything. You're maintaining it because it's the standard you live by now. Stopping the chase for regret doesn't mean pretending the past didn't matter. It means recognizing that the past has already taken everything it can from you. Stoicism teaches that wisdom is knowing when reflection has done its job and when it's time to move forward without looking back again. Excellence is not a destination you arrive at once. It's a daily standard you uphold, regardless of mood, memory, or circumstance. When you live this way, regret no longer needs to be fought or suppressed. It simply falls behind you, unable to keep pace with consistent action. You don't heal by reliving what went wrong. You heal by building something so solid in the present that the past loses its authority. Each disciplined choice becomes a quiet declaration. I am no longer who I was. This is the Stoic Blueprint. Not chasing forgiveness, not chasing closure, chasing excellence, because excellence corrects what regret only points to. If this message resonated, take a moment to like the video, leave a comment sharing what excellence means to you, subscribe to Stoic Blessing, and turn on notifications to become a Stoic soldier. Because regret looks backward forever, excellence moves forward every single day.